Just came out about 2 weeks ago, the Fireball Red and the Fireball Blue in the Stinger Shad. We also have the Fireball Red and the Fireball Blue in the Curly Tail. Everything has that hologram flake in there. You'll be able to see on the video what that hologram flake looks like when it's in the water. I'll show it to you. You'll be able to see it on the screen yourself. Okay? Now, for you people that don't know which one to get, the Fireball Red or the Fireball Blue, look, this is special. Right now, 100 pack, I'll split them. You get 50 of the Fireball Blue, 50 of the Fireball Red. This is what it's going to look like. Fireball Red, Fireball Blue. I'll split them for you. Before I get into all of that, I want to say welcome back to the channel. My name is Cam with Cam's Crappie Hole. I also want to send a special shout out to all of my creators on YouTube. You guys that fish, that take time, record, upload, all the annotations on there, all that stuff takes time, and I want to bow at the waist to all of you guys out there, because there are some really good creators out there on YouTube. Okay, they're running several different platforms. You know who you are. A couple of the guys have been doing it longer than I have, and I've been doing it for 11 years now. So I definitely want to say thank you to all you guys out there. And listen, if you have a special creator that you follow, always hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to his channel. Make sure all the notifications are turned on, so you'll get all the notifications whenever he or she decides to repost a video. And that's important. Support them. If they have fishing rods, if they have reels, if they have plastics, if they have diesel built hooks, whatever it is that they support them, because guys, one valuable resource that you cannot get back once it's gone is time. And these guys spend a lot of time creating these videos. Believe me, I know. And once that time is gone, you cannot get it back. Okay, so show them love, support them. That's very important that you do that. Okay, so let's get into what we have. You guys saw me collecting these logs, and you can see the piles behind me. I want to illustrate to you guys different ways. We're going to pretend as if I'm on the boat, and that brush pile is sitting in 15, 8, 9, 10 feet of water, and I'm going to show you two ways that you can attack those brush piles, whether it is a standing high-rise condo or whether it's a flat. Okay, this is the easiest time of the year to catch crappie. You want to be involved. Listen, you do not have any time to waste. You got to get on the water. As soon as I get finished making this video, guys, later on this afternoon, I'm getting on the water. Okay, and I want to tell you guys about these diesel built hooks, how these brush piles can be this diesel built hook's worst nightmare. Okay, so I want to tell you guys that. Listen, let me get set up. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. This is your boy Cam with Cam's Crappie Hole YouTube Fishing. Let me get everything together so I can show you exactly how I would attack that brush pile. So there are a couple of different ways. We're going to pretend like if you guys watch my videos, you know you're sitting right off of my shoulder whenever I'm on the boat, okay? We're going to attack this in several different ways. We're going to attack this brush pile right here by vertical jigging, okay? And we're going to attack that brush pile right there by casting and retrieving and letting it slow fall and throwing past the brush pile and bringing your bait, retrieving it in towards the boat. Okay, so if this brush pile here, let me make sure I got you guys really good on my shoulder. If this brush pile here was in 10 feet of water, I want you guys to remember, we're not using live scope. Okay, you may have old school sonar, you may have down scan images, so you can see that brush pile. You know that brush pile is there. And let me tell you this, we're in spring. Right now, it is 12 o'clock. Today is the 5th of February, and it's 2025. As soon as I get off the water, guys, I'm getting ready to As soon as I get off from filming this segment, I'm getting ready to hit the water, okay? But before I do that, I want to tell you guys, listen, get out there right now. I'm anticipating catching fish either today or tomorrow or rolling into the weekend. Okay, so I'm going to release this video. Plus, I want to show you what that hologram flake looks like if you were vertical jigging. Look, I got it right here. This is the White Knight with that diesel built hook. Okay, so I'm going to leave this. We're going to pretend as if I'm in the water. Okay, so if you're vertical jigging and this brush pile is in about 10 feet of water, but you can see on your sonar, that there are fish above the brush pile. Generally, the fish that are above the brush pile are going to be the most aggressive of the fish, okay, stacked in there. Okay, so you start from the top and you work your way down. Okay, so you got that diesel built hook on there. The reason why I say this brush pile can be your diesel built hook's worst nightmare, because anything that this hook touches, it's grabbing. There ain't no two ways about it, okay? All right? So you're going to be vertical jigging like this. Now remember, I want you guys to remember this. Do not put too much action in your jig. Just by you holding the pole like this, that tail will bounce, okay? So when you dip down. Don't dip up, dip down. So you're going to dip like this, okay? When you got your rod, you dip down. Dip down. Remember, 80% of the crappie bite is going to come on the fall of that jig. Crappie love that jig when it's falling down. So whether you're using a 1/32, whether you're using a 1/16, or whether you're using a 1/8, remember, on the down, boom, boom. You're going to just slightly, okay? Just slightly. That when you're dropping down on these crappie like this, because you're going to be coming from winter into spring, the water still may be a little bit cold. Okay, so don't get out there and be too aggressive. Let the fish tell you what they are interested in. Okay, so you got this diesel built hook on here, which is the sharpest crappie hook. I'm going to show you that a little bit later in the segment. Sharpest crappie hook in the world, whether you run a 1/16, 1/32, or whether you're running a 1/8. And generally you want to run a 1/8 when you're in deeper water. This brush pile could be sitting in 30 feet of water. Well, if you're running a 1/32, it's going to take that forever to get down there. Okay, so if you're running a 1/8, you can get down there real fast. Okay, so with this 10-foot, whether you want a 10-footer or whether you want a 9-footer, this is my Cam's Yank Stick. It is designed specifically for crappie. Okay, it's very sensitive and it is pure carbon fiber, and it comes with free shipping. I want you guys to remember this. Okay, they're white faded to blue. You'll be able to feel. That's why I extended this foregrip, so you can wrap your entire hand around the grip. So this rod is an extension of your hand, of your arm, okay? So you'll be able to feel everything that's going on at the other end of that line. So when you lower that jig down in there real slow, okay, just barely dip down, boom, 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 boom. You'll be able to feel anything that touches that diesel built hook. Look, it don't take all that. Guys, you got the sharpest hook in the world on there. All it takes is this, boop, and he's on, and you reel. Okay? My hooks are like syringes. It only takes a little bit for it to penetrate skin and bone, and it could be yours. It doesn't discriminate. Okay? So remember now, I want you guys to remember, slow that jig down on your presentation. Dip down, boom, boom, and remember this: the most active crappie are going to be above the brush pile. Above the brush pile. That's very important for you guys to remember that. Okay, listen, that's vertical jigging. Let me turn around. All right. Well, Cam, what is it about your plastics what makes them so special? Okay, I want you guys to see this. This is that diesel built hook. Okay, look at the tail. You see how the tail is constantly moving? That's perpetual motion. That's what gives this plastic life. This is the White Knight. This is that great 1/16. Okay, whether you want painted head, jig head, or whether you want non-painted. I'll get into that a little bit later. This is that White Knight. Okay, I want you guys to practice on presenting different color jig heads with different color bait plastics. Okay, now you got 3 colors to choose from right here. You got the chartreuse tail, you got the glitter in the white in the body, plus the clouded white, and then you got the purple. Crappie may bite this jig head. They may bite this bait because of the color of the jig head. They may bite it because of the tail. They may bite it because of the body. Give them different choices of colors to choose from. You're not getting dressed. Well, I want my socks to match my shirt. I want my pants to match my shoes. Don't do that. You may take that fireball blue. You may put a pink jig head on there. Okay, now Crappie got 3 colors to choose from. They got the chartreuse tail, they got the blue body, and they got the hot pink. Matter of fact, let me show it to you. This is the fireball blue, which goes on sale at the end of March. Okay, this is that fireball blue. I'm going to show you on the screen what that fireball blue looks like in stained water. In stained water. Is it stained? Yeah, slightly stained. I got water out of the lake. I didn't want to use water out of the faucet crystal clear because I wanted to give you guys a real live presentation of what that hologram flake looks like in water, lake water, whether it's stained, whether it's slightly stained, whether it's chocolate milk, or whether it's crystal clear. Okay, look, this is that fireball blue. Okay, you guys are sitting there thinking, well, why don't I get a chartreuse jig head because it has a chartreuse tail? Don't think like that. Think out of the box. This is that fireball blue. Okay, you can see the hologram flake in the body. You got a chartreuse tail and you got a hot pink jig head. Now this is vertical jigging, okay? Look at the tail. See that tail moving? I'm holding it completely still. Look at that. And it's still moving. You see that? I'm not even dipping it. Look at the tail. You cannot stop that tail from moving. It brings life to this plastic. Okay? So you couple this color jig head with that diesel built hook, whether you want hot pink, whether you want purple, whether you want John Deere green, whether you want black, whether you want cloud white, whether you want chartreuse. Listen, go on my webpage, guys, that diesel built hook, and I want you to remember this. Everything that you see here, everything in this video, right down below in the description, the hyperlink. Well, Cam, why do you put the hyperlinks right below the video? Listen, I got 2 stores. We are the largest e-commerce Crappie store in the entire world. I don't want you guys to get in my store and get lost. So we got 2,200 products in one store, and I have so much stuff. I have an overflow store, Cam's Crappie Combos, but you see camscrappiehole.com right now at the bottom of the screen. But I have a second store called Cam's Crappie Combos. If you need a rod to go with your favorite reel, or you need a reel to go with your favorite rod, we sell things separately over there. Okay? So I have 2 stores. And plus, you're going to see at the front of this video or at the back of this video how to port back and forth between the 2 stores just by clicking the red banner that's at the top or the bottom of the website. Okay, let me get back to the subject. It's very, very important, guys. You couple this diesel built hook with this soft exotic plastic. You don't have to do all that jerking and yanking. Look, just raise the tip of your pole, because this hook is just that sharp. You see that? This hook is just that sharp. Anything that it touches, you heard me say earlier, whether it's a stick, whether it's a branch, whether it's a stump, if this hook runs across it, guys, the diesel built hook, it's going to hook it. If it hits your skin, it's going to hook it. It does not know the difference. If you're looking for a hook that, man, I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hook you. Listen, don't fool with this hook. Guys, this is the sharpest hook in the world. I took off about 4 or 5 days because I presented this hook and we oversold. So I took 4 days off and I made these in different colors. Okay? I made a ton of them. So when you place your order for that diesel built hook within 72, 96 hours, your order's going out. I've already made them, already powder coated them. They're ready to ship. Okay? Remember, $45 or more gets you free shipping at camscrappiehole.com. Okay? Also, we've been doing this, guys, for a long time. You show people love when people give you love. Everything in our store, you can see it at the top left-hand corner. You use the code at checkout, HOOKS, HOOKS, at checkout and get 10%. I get a lot of you veterans that call me and say, Cam, is it possible that I can get a veterans discount? Listen, HOOKS, HOOKS. We give that as to show love back to our community all the time. We run that every single day. Whenever you want something in Cam's Crappie Hole, just punch in hooks, HOOKS. You'll get 10% off your entire cart. Okay? Plus, on top of that, $45 or more gets you free shipping for that. So if you can't decide, get both. You remember that old saying, it's always better to have and not need than to need and not have. I think I went over a lot of you guys' heads, so a lot of y'all looking up right now. Let me repeat it again. It's always better to have and not need than to need and not have. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Follow me over to the table, okay? Hey, we're at the table, okay? I want to show you guys this, okay? It's very important. So, we are a one-stop shop. A one-stop shop. Everything that you see on this video, again, is right down in the description. Nobody else on YouTube does this. All the proceeds that you guys give, we help feed kids, and we go back, we send that money back to research and development and develop more crappie items to help you become a better angler. Okay, look at this. This is 5,000 pieces of the Fireball Red and the Stinger Shad. You can see that hologram flake in there, right? Okay, 5,000 pieces of the hologram flake Fireball Blue and a Stinger Shad. So remember the brush pile. If you're vertical jigging, and a lot of my friends use the Stinger Shad, the straight tail. They use the straight tail for casting and retrieving. I'm a little bit old school. I use the curly tails. Okay. So, but listen, I got a buddy that sometimes outfishes me with that Stinger Shad. Okay. But let me tell you what I got. I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself. This is 5,000 pieces here. This is 5,000 pieces. We also supply some of the mom and pop stores across the country. Remember, the Fireball Blue is not for sale yet. I won't be selling this until the end of March. But right now you can buy the Fireball Red and the Stinger Shad, or you can buy the Fireball Red and the Curly Tail. Okay, this is a 100 pack. This is a 35 pack. But you get 45% more when you buy the 100 pack, plus it comes with free shipping. You're a grown man. Okay, don't buy no 9, 10 pieces of plastic. Go ahead, man, and commit, because the fishing is what you love to do. Okay, fishing is what you love to do. You spend $100 on a pair of shoes to go to work, but listen, what you enjoy doing, you won't even, you'll get a little 18 pack. Look, this is 35. If you buy a pack of plastics and a pack of hooks, the diesel bill hooks, that's $45. That's free shipping. Anything that equates to $45, you get free shipping on. Okay, 100 pack, 35 pack. Whichever one you want. So if you want we just came out about 2 weeks ago, the Fireball Red and the Fireball Blue in the Stinger Shad. We also have the Fireball Red and the Fireball Blue in the Curly Tail. Everything has that hologram flake in there. You'll be able to see on the video what that hologram flake looks like when it's in the water. I'll show it to you. You'll be able to see it on the screen yourself. Okay? Now, for you people that don't know which one to get, the Fireball Red or the Fireball Blue, look, this is special. Right now, 100 pack, I'll split them. You get 50 of the Fireball Blue, 50 of the Fireball Red. This is what it's going to look like. Fireball Red, Fireball Blue. I'll split them for you. Okay? Well, you don't want the blue? You just want the red? 35 pack? Cool, no problem. I got you. Don't even worry about it. You want 100 pack? I got you of the Fireball Red. I can't say the blue yet, single by itself. It's not coming out till March. Okay, listen, some other colors, 100 pack. That blue, black, and chartreuse has always been a true color that hits. Black and chartreuse. These are colors that I'll have on my boat. I will not leave shore without these colors. Black and chartreuse, blue, black, and chartreuse. Fireball Red, Fireball Blue. I just picked out a few. I want you guys to go to the website so you can check and see for yourself. Okay, that's the Stinger Shad, Fireball Blue and Fireball Red. Remember, recap, you can get it split in the straight tail. Fireball Blue 50, Fireball Red 50. That's the straight tail, right? Wait a minute. I also got it Fireball Blue, Fireball Red. You can't decide. I can do a 100 pack in the curly tail. Okay, if you're a curly tail fan like me, you can get that in a 100 pack. Okay, does that make sense so far? Okay, I extended it a little bit further. Curly tail, monkey milk and chartreuse, black and chartreuse, hologram flake, 100 pack, split, 50 and 50. Okay, curly tail. Going back to the Stinger Shad. Monkey milk and chartreuse. Look, red, black, and chartreuse. 100 pack, split. I'll do the labor. All these come with free shipping. I'm showing them to you right now. Okay, I'm only going to carry these temporarily. So if you can't decide which color, well, Cam, I don't know whether I want the monkey milk or whether I want the red, black, and chartreuse or whether I want the black and chartreuse or whether I want the monkey milk and chartreuse. I can't decide. Listen, split it. Go right down there below the video in the description. You'll see it. And all you got to do is just open up and read about it. Make sure you're getting what color you want. Boom. Free shipping is on the way. 80% of these items that you see here is free shipping. So, black and chartreuse, monkey milk and chartreuse. Monkey milk is the #1 color for catching crappie. I already told you about that black and chartreuse. Remember, a lot of the cats on the Crappie Master Circuit, Pro Circuit, fish that black and chartreuse. One of my buddies told me, he said, Cam, when we're fishing the circuit, if black and chartreuse ain't working, take off black and chartreuse. Take off black and chartreuse and put on black and chartreuse. Look at that, red, black, and chartreuse and the monkey milk. 100 pack is split half and half. Curly tail or stinger shad, okay? Right down there in the description, you guys can take a look at. Look at that. Don't forget your diesel built hooks. You'll see it on the screen, okay? They'll be listed down there as well. That is the sharpest crappie hook in the world. This rascal here will help you land more crappie in the boat. Once they hook, they don't come off. Listen, I got to get ready to get on the water, guys. You can see it's a little bit cloudy. I'm getting ready to go out there and search it. And also, one last thing I want to mention to you guys. It's all about the water temperature. It is all about the water temperature. That is going to determine when those crappies start moving up. The water temperature. For me, today we're 64 degrees right now. Our nights are still warm for the next 5, 6, 7 days, and that's what's going to raise that water temperature up. Okay, that's what's going to raise that water temperature. Remember, we're looking for 54, 56 degrees up to 64, 68. When it hits that, crappie are in full swing. Full swing. It's all about the water temperature. And on my next video, guys, I'm going to be on the water. I'm not going to be on land. This is my last video being on land. Okay, last video. Let me show you this. Okay, you see the proximity of the water, right? Right here, you see the water. Look at this. I want to show this to you so you guys will be able to see it, if I can find it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not. Okay, water, right? Look at this. 10 feet away from the water, look, the buttercups are starting to get ready to bloom. Look at that. You can see a bulb. They're getting ready. These are called buttercups. Some places you guys call them daffodils. They're getting ready to bloom. Look at this. Let me pull some of that cedar stuff off of there. Look at that. They're getting ready to bloom. The flowers coming out. That's telling you that the crappie are biting. Do not sit around and wait till the dogwoods. Dogwoods start blooming in April. Guys, I'll be 400 or 500 crappie up by then. Look how close this is. If the ground is warming up right there, look, 10 feet. If the ground is warming up right there, what do you think the water's doing? The ground is doing here. It's warming up the water. So let me get on the water, guys. Listen, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification. Make sure you get all the notification whenever I release a new video. This is your boy Cam. I'm getting ready to stack up, get on the water right now, and I'll be fishing my next video to see if we can catch some crappie. It's your boy Cam, Cam's Crappie Hole YouTube Fish. Until next time, keep those hooks wet, keep those lines tight, and we'll see you on the next turn. Yank! How to port from between the two largest e-commerce crappie and panfish stores in the world, okay, without having to put in your URL and do all that stuff. Okay, you see that red banner down at the bottom? It's either at the top or it's either at the bottom. Okay, right now I'm on camscrappiehole.com. You can see the slideshow going on. Okay, I'm going to show you two things: how to port between both of our stores with just one click of a button. Then I'm going to show you how to sign up for our email list, which is very, very simple, and all this stuff is free. Okay, so again, I'm on camscrappiehole.com right now, right? You see that red banner right there? All you got to do is just click it. When you click that red banner, look, I'm at Cam's Crappie Combos. On Cam's Crappie Combos, if you want a pole just for your favorite rod, for your favorite reel, or you need a reel for your favorite rod, okay? You just pop right over to Cam's Crappie Combos, okay? We have more selection of kits in Cam's Crappie Combos as well. Look, there's that red banner again. You see that? Okay, so to click back to camscrappiehole.com, look. Click that red banner. Boom, you're right back at camscrappiehole.com. Okay, now to sign up for our email list, we send out discount codes that are time sensitive. We send them out probably 2 or 3 times a week. So it's free. It's worth your while to go into our store and just put in your email address and just punch enter. Okay, camscrappiehole.com. The same thing applies to Cam's Crappie Combos. Go all the way down to the bottom. When the store opens up, you see that? This is just the first page. Right there, right above that last video, you'll see this right here. Let me see if I can put it up there. All you have to do is, it says sign up for our mailing list. Just put in your email address and then press that red block. Boom, that's all you have to do. Okay, for Cam's Crappie Combos, look. Let's go back to Cam's Crappie Combos. There's that red banner at the top again, right? You see that? Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Look. All the way down to the bottom, and it says subscribe to our mailing list. All you have to do, guys, put in your email address right there in the yellow and hit subscribe. Simple as that. Let's get to the video. Yank!